guys, welcome back to another week where we talk about all things real estate related, keeping you up to date on the market and helping answer any questions that you guys have. So anything you guys want to know about the Ottawa Real Estate Market, please put in the comments below. We'll make sure we make a video about it in the future. But what everyone's talking about right now is the interest rates. So I brought on my local experts, Marc and Eric from Ottawa Mortgage Shop. Thanks again for coming by, guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us again.
So maybe we'll start off and tell us a little bit about what happened recently with interest rates.
Yeah, so the Bank of Canada upped their rates by 0.75, making their rate 3.25. What that means is the prime rate went up as well by 0.75 to 5.45, which now you're seeing the variable rate being very, very close to the fixed rate, which we haven't seen in a long time. Right now, you can still have rates at prime minus 1%, which would be 4.45, and now the 5-year fix is at 4.59. So the gap really shortened up, making it very close to each other. When we're talking to our clients, we're still going, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later, but we're going to go into the rates of a variable rate is still a very popular rate that we offer for the plain and simple reason that, short-term pain, long-term gain, it's going to come back down at one point. When is that going to happen? 1 year, 2 year, but you're going to benefit from getting that rate decrease when it does happen when you're on a variable term versus a 5-year fixed. When you're on a 5-year fixed, you're going to be stuck in that rate for 5 years, and if you do eventually in 2 years, 3 years from now, you want to take advantage of the new rates when they went down, the penalties could be quite costly. So, when we're talking to our clients, variable is still on the table, knowing that, there might be another hike on October 26th, that we don't know exactly the amount, but we're hoping 0.25, 0.50 maybe, but short-term pain, long-term gain. The other option that we offer our clients is a 1 year to 2 year option instead of going to the traditional 5-year. That way, you get those rates for a couple of years and then you can benefit from when the rates decrease.
Okay. And I think we did a little bit of math, Marc, on what the interest rates.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. So Kevin asked me to run some numbers. So in March, the average home price or the sale price in Ottawa was $716, and in August it was $592. So we're looking at a difference of about $125,000 or so right now. So in March, the interest rates were 2.29 on the 5-year fix. Right now we're looking at 4.59, just like Eric said. So what that actually means is that in March, for the same property that we're looking at today, your monthly mortgage payment would have been $31.33 at the $716 purchase price, 2.29 interest. Right now we're at $33.06 at the $592 mark, and current interest rates of 4.59. So there's about a $200 difference there. So what that means is that rates are going up, values are going down, but it's still probably better to get in sooner rather than later. Because as you can see, we did a video, I think it was in July or something like that, where it was kind of flipped. It was still, at that point there, the properties hadn't dropped as much as they did now, and it was kind of almost even, I guess, on the mortgage payment. So a suggestion that we have for a lot of our clients that are unsure about what the market's going to do as far as rates are concerned and whatnot is we say, rates are going to come back down at some point. Sort of the historical 5-year fixed rate is about 3.25, 3.25. So let's say in 2 years, we're back at that level of 3.25. So you take a 2-year fixed rate right now at the low purchase price that we have going on today. 2 years from now, you're up for renewal. So you can refinance your mortgage, renegotiate your mortgage. And for example, if rates were to go down to the 3.25, that's kind of what we're expecting. The numbers here say that the payment at that point would be about $28.78. So we're looking at a $450, $60 difference here between what your payment is now and what your payment would hopefully be in 2 years. So as Eric was kind of talking about, short-term pain, long-term gain, there are strategies to help you maneuver this market.
Yeah, I think when we did the numbers before too, we even predicted, if the home prices went down X amount and interest rates went up like they're predicting, that it was going to be worse, right? And I think that's exactly what we're seeing.
That's exactly what we're seeing.
And I think what you're saying is that yes, the home prices are coming down, but as the rates come up, it's getting worse, right?
It is.
Well, the rates are going up faster than the prices are going down.
Yeah.
Which, you know, the prices are the home prices right now are down. How much more down can they go? I can't see it going down more than it's already have. We know that the interest rates are going to go higher. Now, the issue with the interest rate is not necessarily only the payment. Obviously, the payment's important. It's the qualifying. That's the issue. So we have to qualify our client at 5.25 or 2% of the rate that they are taking. Now, when the variable was at a low, we could use the variable because it would give us a better qualifying rate, giving more purchase power to the client. Now, like I said, they're neck to neck now. So now you're qualifying a client at 6.59. Now, if the rates keep going up, now you're going to be qualifying a client at 7%. Now, you know, if you don't get into the game where the home prices are down, even though the interest rates are high, you can get qualified for that mortgage. And you know, I know we're.
So what Eric's trying to say as well in this is get pre-approved now. Have that rate locked in for four months. It's not just the rate. You're also locked in at today's qualifying rate. Because if it goes up again on October 26th, which most people think it will, it's going to be that much harder to qualify for a mortgage. If it goes up 0.5%, we're at 6.59 qualifying rate right now. You're going to be going up to 7.09. And that takes away quite a bit of purchasing power. So pre-approvals are key right now if you're in the market, even if you're unsure, but you're interested but unsure. It costs nothing to do a pre-approval with us. It locks in rates, qualifying rates, approvals, and you can shop with confidence. So.
Oh yeah, no, I appreciate that, and I could say from my side of things, I see it all the time. You know, I'm seeing people wait it out, saying the prices are going to come down, and they 100% are. But now they can't even qualify for a house, even though the house is 100K less than it was.
Yeah.
They can't buy it anymore.
Yeah.
So it's again, and it's like almost a feedback loop that we're having these videos now because we just had the increase, but it's happening again, you know, and it's actually just getting worse for people. So
it is, yeah.
I think it's really important to look at the numbers and people get educated because my biggest thing that I see is people say, oh, well, we're waiting for interest rates to stop going up or waiting for prices to go down more. But the thing is,
nobody's got the crystal ball, right?
Yeah.
We don't know exactly when that perfect timing is going to be. But right now it seems like, you know, it's obvious. Prices are going down, rates are going up faster than the prices are going down. So it's going to get harder to qualify and more expensive to carry your mortgage. So
Short-term pain, long-term gain. Buy low, even though the interest rates are a little high, at least the home price is down. And in 2 years from now, refinance, get the lower rate, and benefit from both of these worlds, right? You're going to benefit in 2 years from now from the lower interest rate, and 2 years prior to that, you benefited from the low home price.
100%.
Because we all know once the interest rate goes down, the home prices will start coming back up.
and you'll have multiple bidders, as you experienced, Kevin, no doubt, over the last year or so, or a bit more. Right now, you kind of get your pick of the litter, right? So you're not in competition with 7 or 8 different people trying to bid on the same house. So that's another plus of buying right now, I would say.
That's a huge plus, right? Because we're looking at the average home price right now that I'm seeing. The average home price has gone down 125K. But the thing is, not all homes are average. There are sellers right now that need to sell. That what do they have to do to sell right now? They're dropping way below the averages. So I'm seeing buyers right now get some really good deals. And as soon as the overall market sees these deals, buyers come back and we start the bidding wars again.
Competition's up. Yeah.
Thanks again, guys. This is always eye-opening to run the numbers. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
It's our pleasure, as always. Thank you, Kevin.